Hey everyone, welcome back to the course. In the last video, we connected our buttons to events and gave players direct control over save and load. Now it's time to access the Windows Registry and modify PlayerPref data manually to show you guys how easy it is for the player to modify the saved data and why you shouldn't use PlayerPrefs to store sensitive data. Let's dive in here. Hey everybody, welcome back. And in this video, we're going to be changing the int values, the float values, and the string values in the registry and not in the UI. So we're going to kind of be mimicking what a player might do for your game. For example, if this int value is the player's level, or this float value is the player's money, or maybe we don't want the player seeing this, they can change that within the registry so that when the game loads up, it's going to be loading in with those changes that they made. And you can actually find these keys by looking in the registry. So here's the registry. It's in computer. The location is computer, HKey current user, software, Unity, Unity editor, default company, and PlayerPrefs course. If you're not sure where these two values are, it's your product name and your company name. So go to edit, product settings, and your company name is default company. So I'll load this up so you can see side by side. And then the product name is your PlayerPrefs course. Those will kind of determine where your keys are stored. So if you'll see, all the keys that we've been currently storing is the float key, the int key, and the string key. So let's go ahead and change the int value, which I guess let's say is the player's level. All you got to do is right click the key, hit modify, change the space to decimal, because you probably don't know hexadecimal. I'm not the very best at it, but I do know decimal. And let's say I just want to make myself level 11. Type in 11, hit OK. Now you notice there's 11 there. B is just the hexadecimal version of 11. So once you get past 10, it starts going to letters all the way to F. So you'll have A, B, C, D, E, F. And so now that we've changed this key, we're going to go back into the editor. We should be seeing 11 as soon as we hit play, and we do. So now the player is 11. That was how easy it was to change those values if you use PlayerPrefs. Okay, so now we're level 11, but we still have no coins, right? Our cash is $0.00. And we can easily change this now by going into the registry again, right-clicking, modify, and you can find these values online with a quick Google search. So to make it, let's say $50.50, all you would need to do is backspace a few times. And it looks like all I need to enter is C0, 4B, and 40. Hit OK. Oh, I need to make sure I don't do it inside the game because we save it on exit. So let's jump back into the registry, right click, modify, retype that. So C0, 4B, 40. Hit OK, go back into the Unity editor, and now we should have $55.50. So now we're level 11. We got $55.50. And now we don't want to be seeing this. Okay, let's go ahead and change that as well. Get out of the editor so we don't accidentally not make any changes. And let's go to the registry, right click and modify. Strings are a little bit easier here because we're not encrypting anything. We can actually just see the string value here. And we'll notice that each byte is representing a character and 20 represents a space. So if we delete the 20 and everything before it, it's just gonna say this message. So delete everything. Looks like it's just gonna be saying subscribe. So hit OK. Jump back into the game, hit play, and just like that, we've changed the PlayerPrefs keys without changing it in the UI. And let's say I start playing the game, I level up again a few times, right? I start gaining some money, and I add some more exclamation points to this string. And then I save. We can see all those changes back in the registry. Now, it's not going to show it now, but if we hit F5, that's going to refresh these keys in the registry, and there you go. We see that the int value is 14. As you see in the UI, and the float value looks very weird, but this equals 73.5. And then the string value, right click, modify, and you can see it in plain text or what the value of that key means. And just like that, the player was easily able to change these keys. They were able to make it so that they could change their level, they could give them some more coins, they could change the string to whatever it is. So if you're not really worried about this, you just have a basic game, or that you're not storing any personal information, then you can use the PlayerPrefs. If it's just a basic game, you're just learning, then you could use the PlayerPrefs. It's very simple to set up. But that's how easy it is to change your int key, your float key, and your string key. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of it. Now that's a wrap for this tutorial series. If you made it this far, congratulations. You're taking the steps to be a good game developer and learning features of Unity such as PlayerPrefs. If there are any common issues during this tutorial series, I'll be sure to make videos after this one addressing those so you have access to those solutions. Before I wrap up this video, I wanted to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my tutorial series. This course was my first Unity course I made, and I want to make them as good as possible. So please let me know of anything you liked, didn't like, and anything in between, because these videos are for anyone wanting to learn Unity, and your feedback will help the lives of future game devs a lot easier. As always, if you enjoyed this series, please like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm, and I hope to see you in the next one.